Yo, it's your boy Trench News, and I'm back at y'all with another one. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for everyone who subbed to the channel. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Make sure you join the membership. Shout out my boy C Hood. Shout out at JP Beast, and shout out Hungry Mom 773. But enough of that, y'all. We're talking about the FBG duck paperwork, man. We talking about the paperwork, man. I've been seeing, people trying to put shit together and all that. You trying to put two and two together. Well, I'm gonna put it and break it down for you, myself. Cooperated number one. Newtown BD Parkway, Wick City, said robbed and selling drugs when he was in there and used vacant apartments to store guns, 2006 to 2011. Okay. Well, 2006 and 2007, I was locked up, actually. I was locked up, and my homie Sane Gang, he still alive right now, so I get him on my live. And then he could tell y'all what time we was in boot camp and what time we got out. I copped out for boot camp. I was sitting in the county for months. Then I copped out from boot camp July, I think I want to say June 28th. I copped out for boot camp. I ain't end up going to boot camp. I end up sitting on Division 11 until um until November. Then we went to boot camp and we ain't finished our platoon Echo 22. Didn't finish until April 21st. We got out. April 21st we got out. And then I was on house arrest, boot camp house arrest. So from '06 to '07 I wasn't over there. But it was the thing that, when it first transpired and all that shit is going through the internet and shit, Duck them been dead, that they thought that I had backdoored Duck. It came up that I had backdoored Duck. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't say nothing about it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say something about it since it's out. They thought I backdoored Duck for the thing that I was sellies with Kenny Mac. I said this on my Cam Capone. Y'all can go back to my Cam Capone. I said this way months ago. About 6 months ago, I said this on Cam Capone. I said when he asked me about the old block indictment, I said that Kenny Mac was my celly. Then not only Kenny Mac being my celly, I know C Murder and who else up in there? Los. Los was a faggot over there, so I know him. I wouldn't think in a million years that he had anything to do with Duck. And Teezy and Man. Teezy and Man are from damn near the same block that I used to claim. Newtown and Fifth Ward is together. If Newtown get into it, then Fifth Ward get into it. If Fifth Ward get into it, and Newtown. If you ask anybody from low end, they won't tell you different than that. Okay, but it said that's what it said of one. I ain't getting on the stand for nobody, bro. When they grabbed me and asked me, I'm talking about the messages with Kenny Mac and all that, I was just being honest with him. Me and him talked. We talked a few times, before Doug was killed. I never knew Kenny Mac was hanging over there. You know what I'm talking about? But I was talking to him, and after Doug got killed, I was talking to him. And still not knowing that he had something to do with Duck. So I ain't got nothing to do with that. I was grabbed because they thought that I had backdoored Duck because I know these guys. And then by Teezy and Man being down there from the same block, they was really thinking it. You know what I'm saying? When it first transpired. They ain't know who it is. They just know he dropped the low. But they ain't know if I played a part with Kenny Mac or anything, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And the text messages prove that I didn't, So that's what it got in there with me. You know what I'm saying? If that's what y'all saying. But the current old block member, this is how many flaws it is. And they might be mad that nobody don't want to, do this for them. So it says right here, man, this is a big error for paperwork. Current old block member, this cooperated number 2, moved to Parkway in early 2000. Became an old block member in 2007, bro. OD ain't died in 2011 of August. So how did he become a member in '07? You feel me? And then with me, with the '06 and to 2011, hey, look, I looked at Move-Op age. He would have been 4 years old. I looked at C-Thang age. He wasn't even over there. C-Thang ain't even live there. Los was over there. Los was a kid. Los was probably about 13 when I was over there, 12, 13. But he was cleaning shoe. He was like doing the buckets with Bubbles, with doing feet and shit. And C Murder was locked up, actually. He was locked up for shooting or some shit. And who else? Who else in there? Like I said, Teezy and Man. I know them. You know what I'm saying? So I know how it look and I know how it sounds. But I ain't dodging shit. You hear me? Like, this Trenches News, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like, They thought that I backdoor duck or well, however they thought, they felt. Hey, look, it ain't my job to stand on no business for no niggas. I'm not no gang members. I ain't take my stupid ass downtown and did anything. I didn't. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't go downtown and perform a frivolous act. You know, they did that shit. They on the cameras and the phones bragging about it. They texting females. They in a loop. All they doing is by going to trial, keep pulling up more shit and more shit and more shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, but yeah, and then we're gonna get to witness number 3. Witness number 3 says that his sister killed Perry 2011. Witness murdered Dale 2011 by Troy and D. Rhodes. Witness sister K.I. murder 2014 by Vaughn. Escaped the scene. Saw T. Roy attend at the end of the alley. Boss Top threatened and antagonized him. Driver of car came back to the scene. Witness 1 observed K.I. murder. Later saw Vaughn come back to the neighborhood that K.I. was killed in and yelled, hey, look, Cray Cray, the paperwork came out already. EBT Cray Cray already confirmed that that some whoever in the paperwork had told him this paperwork on Reddit. You hear me? This paperwork on Reddit. I never said the names of anybody who did it until that paperwork dropped. When that paperwork dropped, the CPD paperwork had dropped on that situation that the girl and Cray Cray and Wilton had confirmed that he killed them. Them was the 3 people on the scene. It was more people out there, bro, when I was out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell you that it was just me and K.I. Nah, bro. It was when we got down there, it was over with. The shooters was gone. All that. It was over with, bro. Like, I just described the story 100 times. But I'm just trying to let y'all know, and I'm trying to make a statement. Like, I'm me. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm me. Condolences to Sheena. That's who the condolences to. And if Sheena, that you thought I backdoor Duck or whatever, no, I didn't, man. I love Duck, and that's my homie. I ain't got nothing to do with them dudes doing some frivolous shit. And that's just all to it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I know Duck. I know Kenny Mac from jail, from being in jail with him. So that's a conflict of interest, it'll look like. Then I know TZ and Man, you know, from the low end, grew up with them. So it's like, you know, you can't lose for winning. And I know what it looked like. And I seen a lot of people when I first came on, like, man, you backdoor Dope, you was on both sides. No, I ain't with none of that slime ball shit, you know. But it's just the fact that, you know, I was approached about the shit. And, you know, I'm telling y'all hey, look, yeah, I was in there, but I ain't got nothing to do with none of them. Last time you talked to him, but I'm out.